Shit. All right, we should be good. Yeah, we're great. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you just talk normal, this will pick you up. So
I bet.
It's all good.
We icy then. We got action, right?
All right, cool. Well, yeah, we got Lightshow here. We're out in D.C. We're a major. They were nice enough to let us use our store. So go ahead and...
Shouts out to Major, man.
Absolutely, yeah. We got Cam here.
How's it going, man?
What's up with you, bro?
I'm Thomas. So, yeah, man. I mean, what have you been up to? What'd you do today? What's a typical day for you?
A typical day for me, I start... Well, nowadays, for the past, 25, 26 days, I wake up, start off with some cardio, and then I do some workouts. So for the past, almost 30 days, I've been on this workout thing, so I start my days doing that. But today, I got up and I got an oil change, and
There you go.
I almost can't even remember what
Rapper
I did
shit?
today. Yeah,
Right?
Just typical rapper shit,
Cool, man.
I was chilling today, though, man.
So is the fitness thing do you feel better now that you've been doing it for a
Oh,
while?
no, I feel a lot better.
That's good.
And I feel like it helped me push through my day, whatever type of way. If it's whatever is what seems stressful, whether it's something as small as traffic, if it's dealing with people, it helped me be a little stronger as I'm going through. I think it's like a mental thing.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. Yeah, totally. Working out is make sure if you're having a shitty day, the workout at least keeps you level for
I think so too.
day.
And I'm on this wave with this whole energy thing too. So I just use that as a part of my energy.
Right,
I'm trying to cut out all the extra bullshit I used to do during my day and just be more productive in all types of ways though.
Oh, okay. So you feel like you're on another level since Life Sentence 3 as far as work ethic, or you just feel like you're on a different type of wave?
Both.
Okay.
It's both. Cause coming off of Life Sentence 3, from there, a lot of people they wonder, all right, what's next? What's gonna be my next angle? Some people think I'm gonna come out, talking about the same thing or whatever the case, but
right
now I feel different. I think the thing with my music is it really marks the time of my timeline of life. I just so happen to put music out at the peak that I'm going through.
Right. Yeah.
Everything, So it just been over time getting better, progressively getting better, and making more sense.
That's kind of what, we said that before you came in, as we were talking about Fat Trell too, and we were y'all are both you have an appeal to the streets or things like that, but we feel and I mean he's a great artist, but we feel like you have more crossover, you people outside the streets are gonna rock with you, whereas with Trell it might be okay, if you're not street
Right.
into that music, you maybe not.
Well, I appreciate that because I remember at one time it was all men and boys and dudes at my shows.
Right. I
remember that, and then I remember how I felt going into them shows. I didn't really feel like a true artist. I was getting my point across and doing what I was doing, but the number one thing you hear people saying is, "Oh, the females, that's who spend the money." This, that, and the third.
That's true.
That's
so true too.
Look, I felt one dimensional, so I'm like, man,
interesting.
I want to do way more. So I started. I told myself that it's way more ways to be real in my music without having to be street, 100% street mentality. Now,
I agree.
I feel like it's way more ways to be real, and it start with being 100% real with yourself. I feel like if I could make a song, no matter what the topic is, no matter what it is, and I talk about 1,000% how I feel, right? If I'm 100% honest about it, it's going to either ruffle some feathers or somebody could relate to it or something, but I got to be 100% honest, and that's harder to do than just, because with the music, I'm not trying to be politically correct. You might...
No, that's not the place to be.
You might hear some shit that you got to question, was he for real? But I know that's my safe haven to make you question, okay, is he for real or is he not for real or whatever. So I don't know, I use it as a tool, but
yeah.
I definitely like the crossover and all that. I'm into that.
I mean, you sing a little bit, you got hooks and stuff like that. Not a lot of people have that kind of appeal, and you're absolutely right when you say like it's gonna be like I think like the younger kids, but also the women that are spending the money like at the shows for sure.
Most definitely.
The guys are bootlegging it off, whatever.
Exactly.
Like,
they bootlegging.
It used to be Napster, now it's like YouTube converters and shit.
Yeah, they doing all types of stuff, man. And then them girls when they ride to it, it's just that different edge. I want everybody to ride to it. But now I'm proud of myself that I opened that market up, and now you would see it look like I got way more female fans than I got male fans.
I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah, you see, and
the girls are all over the Instagram comments, man.
No pressure. So it's a blessing, though. For me, I love a challenge. So to see that I've been able to keep on upping it, like from the beginning, I've been making progress from the beginning, and I'm super proud of myself for that. Because I've been seeing a lot of people come and go and all that, so.
I mean, I think there's, that's all good. That's what we like, the organic feel. But, yeah, that's something interesting because me and Cam used to we used to do shows all around here before.
For real?
Yeah, we went to college when we graduated, 2013 and 14.
Yeah.
So we went to college, but we went like all 4 years, but we worked with, do you remember like Henny or like, yeah, I did Henny's like first show with that, so I did like, I ran the stakes for Mac.
I was just getting my feet wet. I think that's around like Life Centers one time.
I was just going to say, honestly, I hadn't heard of you at that point, but then, but the funny thing is like, so I went to college and like, I still kept up with like music, but you don't keep up with the guys that are like, really like in there. Like I look at guys, I come back and it's like all these new like little guys, and I'm like,
everybody is new.
I mean, I saw you on like Complex, so you already beat the people on the bottom, but you come back and there's a lot of different faces, right?
Most definitely.
I think so.
A whole lot of new faces, a whole lot of different gatekeepers, like different things. Like it's a whole new.
So you were around back then?
Yeah, I was. I've been. I was able to catch a lot of the waves because I knew I wanted to be a. Oh, they messing with my car. They're my cousins and whatnot.
That's all good.
But what was I saying?
Are you talking about the old days, right? So like this is like 2011, right? 10.
Yeah, I've been running around since I was about 11 years old, and I've been wanting to be a rapper since I was like 9. So I've been around, like I've been interested in it, so I've been showing up to open mics and stuff, getting snuck in and all that. So all the old heads knew me as being that young boy, and then I just stuck with it. So me getting my way, they like, oh man, he been at it for a minute.
Yeah.
But I still feel like I just started because it became so new in the city. It just keep refreshing itself. So.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people don't see, right? Is like. You think somebody blew up overnight, or they got one mixtape, but it's like they really got 5 or 6 that nobody knows about, right?
Right. It's always that stuff that people don't know about. Trust me, it's very rare that you just see somebody and they like, oh, dang.
I think like Trinidad James is probably the only dude I know that, like literally, remember?
Might be the only one.
You remember when he came out?
Yeah, I do. At first it was a mystery.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nah.
I was just going to say he literally went on an interview and was like, I've been rapping like 5 months. And they were like, and then poof, he's gone, right?
A lot of people say that and lie though. I've been rapping for 1 year.
I can see that.
Like they lie, but it's cool. Everybody want to pull it. Oh, I just started rapping. I haven't been rapping. I don't know. I never seen nobody just pick up something and just do it.
Yeah.
Who else said that recently? I think Yachty said that.
Everybody say it, and they think
maybe
think they lying.
Seriously, right? Because I guess he put out that mixtape, but like. Again, you got to be at least messing around with your friends like in a basement somewhere,
Yeah,
right?
nobody just say, oh, nah, just one day I seen my friends rapping.
Yeah.
It's 2017. Like, come on now.
No,
like,
you had to have tried, yeah.
You tripping, man.
There's no way. And everybody likes to say they don't write their lyrics. Do you write your lyrics down?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, though. But for me, I'm a big Jay-Z fan, so when Jay-Z was saying, that's who I follow my wave of trying to not write. And then it got to a point where I was tired of writing. Like, I just didn't feel like sitting down writing. I feel like it was a waste of time. I felt like the time that I could get in the booth and get something done, I would be still sitting down trying to write the verse. But if I just put that pressure on myself to say, man, nah, figure it out right here on the fly, then I get it done. Like,
yeah,
it started with a thing for me where I was like, why can't I was upset because I would say, why can't I, when I couldn't finish a verse or something, I'd be like, why the fuck can't I write my verse and think of everything I want to say right now? And sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But I just always wanted to put that pressure on myself. Like, nah, come up with it right now. Like, you got the same brain that you have tomorrow. I mean, give or take whatever knowledge you get from the day. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely learned that too. The knowledge you get from the day, you end up just dropping it in your music unknowingly. So,
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that's. I mean, and your stuff's gonna come across more organic if you do that. Like, you can't plan too hard, right?
No.
But you got to plan like, you know. Do you have a team that does like? This is totally speculation because I've seen your Instagram. Do you have like a team that helps with like marketing and stuff like that?
So I definitely do have a team that help.
Not in like not a write your rhymes way, like how are we gonna roll out the album kind of way. That's what I mean.
Yeah. So, I have more so of a team that could prep everything that I want to do, versus come up with the ideas.
Right.
So on that island, I'm all by myself on the coming up with the ideas.
Oh hell yeah. No.
I wish I wasn't all by myself. You know what I'm saying? But the rollout for these projects, I treat it with as much respect and passion that I treat while I'm recording a song. Like, it's a part of my process as the music. For me, everything has to be cohesive. I think it's a little bit of my OCD coming out, but everything has to be cohesive. You know what I'm saying?
That's what makes you good, though, right?
So
that perfectionism.
Right, and I think sometimes it just all come together like a puzzle. That's what keep me motivated to know, dang, I think I could keep doing this over and over, because every time it's like, all right, what you gonna come up with next? I come up with it, and I'm always happy about that. So
right.
Yeah, and I saw you speak in an interview, and somebody asked you about the track listing for a project, and you said you asked people their opinions on the track listing, but they kept giving you answers you didn't like, so you ended up, you did it yourself. So I understand that whole
exactly. So
keeping it in your control.
Right, my newest album that's not out yet, I did the track list for that one myself, and the ideas and the rollouts and all that stuff. So I mean, it's fun, but I am looking for creatives. I think I don't want to be one of those artists that say, oh, I did everything by myself. Like, I cannot do none of this by myself. Sometimes I feel a little guilty because of how much one hand has to wash the other, and it has to keep going around for me to keep even getting the little blessings I get. Mm-hmm. Like, it take a lot of people, and that's one thing I think on my end I want to help bring to the game. Like, I'm strong enough to stand on my own too, but as far as industry and helping push forward the industry, it's gonna take people that's not scared to say, nah, bro, help me do this, and then we came up with this together, and he came up with this, and then I think that'll motivate people and inspire people and help them want to push the culture forward. So that's one thing for me. I know for a fact that I want to help do. Like, I'm not just taking ideas from anybody, but the people that's into what they doing, I want to talk to them. I want to collab with them and stuff like that. So. See what's going on.
I think it says a lot that you even asked people's what their perspective was on the track list.
Right.
So even if you didn't use the information, you still asked to find out.
Well, the track lists are super long too, right? Like, I mean, compared to everybody else, right? You got like 20 something tracks on a bunch of them.
Yes.
Right.
So that's one thing for me. I always did the full length projects too. I think moving forward, I'm gonna cut it down. Just learning people attention span is short.
That's the sad part, right?
Yeah, but it's cool because I'm learning how to get more in less. I can make sure each one of them hit as hard as I can versus trying to put a little bit here, and space it all out. But I mean, I can still do that, and I got love for that. But moving forward, I think the game going in a different direction.
And that's just like marketing anyway. I mean, like singles pop, but I think it's important, especially with that artist, if you want like a fan base that people rock with your whole image and not just like, oh, that one song on the radio, is like to keep putting out things where you're like, you need to listen to all 12 tracks if you're going to get into
exactly.
it. Exactly.
I would never want to be one of those artists that somebody just knew you for one song. Like, hey, I worked so hard. If somebody only knew me, sometimes like it's a gift and a curse because people like, oh, so what song you got?
Right.
I'd be like,
That's
I don't know what you might have heard, but I do music though.
Right, yeah. And you want people to know your whole catalog. Like, it's better to have, I think, like, 20 fans that like really care about what you're doing than like 100 people who are like, oh, that one song bangs.
Right.
Like, I might know that guy.
They not gonna care about you no more. And
no.
that's a crash right there. How you eat once once they stop caring about you in that one song, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to hear your whole project. They just want. That's hard, man. So, I'm definitely humbly thanking God. Like, man, I rather, like, I went the harder way to some people, but it been the best way for me. Everybody got their own ways. This way for me, I do full-length projects.
Mm-hmm.
I don't got one just single. I got songs.
Although the Now video is.
That Now video, I love.
It's kind of popping right now. I really think that's like, that's just like that video is insane. It has so much appeal in so many different areas.
I think so too. I think it's good. I had fun doing Now, and I always, for me, like where my music came from, to be able to put out a song that's just a good song. It's not about this or that. It's about it's like about a lot of things, but the feel of it, that's what I've been striving for, like just some feel good music that I can just do me on. Like, I feel like I hit it on the head with that.
And that's what gets people, I mean, I think that's what gets people hooked, right? Is like they listen to that song and they're like, okay, this song is dope, like let's check out more. Not everybody's going to listen to the whole fucking project, but you know.
No question.
You want enough people to carry over, and I think the singles, like, girls like it, kids like it, people who like hip-hop like it, people who are like Fringe, you know, they might only like Chance, Kanye, like whatever.
No question.
They can get into it too, so.
Exactly.
I think it's good. What's the next move for you then? Like, what are you working on right now?
So I just finished my next album, and for that one, I had fun making it. I think I haven't told nobody what's the name of it yet.
Okay.
But I'm gonna call it Colorama Heights.
There we go.
So
all right.
I just finished this project, and man, it's coming off of Life Sentence 3, and what's that about? You see, I'm at the table, and I'm basically defending myself. I got the jury, which is the people that's basically watching you as you got to make your life decision. But me, I'm at the table at this point in time with Life Sentence 3. It's like, look, man, decide what you gonna be. You gonna be an artist and chase your dream to the fullest, or you gonna keep having one foot in, one foot out, and keep on teetering back and forth between the streets and really doing what you're supposed to do. Moving forward, I'm done straddling the fence. You know, I'm an artist. I don't want to be nothing else other than an artist. I don't have nothing to prove. Every time I didn't even try to prove stuff and have proven it, it still don't do nothing anyway.
Right.
But I know what does get results, and it's this music over and over again. It get results. So moving on from Life Sentence 3 is basically me getting up from that table, leaving from there with another chance, and saying, so from this point, I'm going to stop talking about everything that pigeonhole me and keep me from getting to them levels I want to get to. I'm going to start, because first and foremost, Life Sentence is not about going to jail. It's about having so many friends that's in jail, that got life sentences and stuff like that, that I say, man, what can I be so dedicated to that I spend my life trying to manifest it? And I feel like everybody got their own life sentence. But moving on from there, to get out that mentality, now I want to start speaking stuff into existence, talking about my aspirations. You know what I'm saying? Like, can I not dream, you know? Like, so it's an area in D.C. You got your, like, Beverly Hills and Cali and this, that, and the third.
Right.
For me, it's this area called Colorama Heights. Some people would be like, oh, I want to go to Georgetown. I want whatever. Me, personally, I wouldn't want to move to Georgetown because that's where everybody shop at. You know what I'm saying? That's where I don't want to see me walking past my house. When I pick my house I ultimately want to live in, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see me just casually walking past my house.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't care if I popped up the street or nothing. I just don't want to see me. I want to see whatever I want to see outside, you know? So for that, it's this area where like 5 sitting presidents moved after Obama moved into this area too.
Oh, really? In D.C.?
Yeah, it's in D.C.
Oh, no
so this where Obama moving. I think he just moved in this week. And it's like, if it's not the White House, what's the next best thing that I could be at? You know what I'm saying? Well,
you
Obama
might not even want to be in the White House
you,
now, right?
You know what I'm saying? Well, Obama going here after his White House run over. 5 other presidents went. And it's right in my city. You know what I'm saying? That's somewhere I aspire to be at. And in order to get there, it's like, all right, what you going to do? So now, We not so much talking about with pigeonholers, because guess what? It's in for the cover. My idea for the cover is I want to be in front of a house that I see myself living in, with a car that I see myself driving, with an umbrella, a Burberry umbrella, and it's gonna be raining, right? I got this song on a CD called Burberry Umbrellas. The reason why it's gonna be raining is because I want to say that even when you get what you want out of life, if it's a house, if it's a car, if it's a girl, if it's a certain status, it's still gonna be stuff that you gotta go through. It might be different levels of it, but it's still gonna be rain that's gonna come that you gotta be prepared for. So instead of just keep on dealing with the same cycle of rain over and over again, man, let's broaden my horizons, and at the same time, I'm still gonna have to be strong. I'm still gonna have to be strong and vigilant and prayed up and just watchful of my surroundings, all that while with money or without money. You know what I'm saying? So
right, yeah.
I might as well
just changes, right? What you need to be vigilant of.
So I think it's only right to inspire somebody to dream bigger than just on that block, you know, because I used to couldn't see past that. Now I want to see so far past that. It don't make. I want to travel the world. I want to do that, and my music always gonna reflect that. So, I'm just talking about what I'm reaching up towards this time around, and the fact that it's still gonna be stuff you go through or along the way getting there. So, that's what this project about. You know.
I like that a lot, actually, and what I'm interested to hear too, you mentioned like all the the presidents moving, or like Obama at least moving to like a spot in DC. Do you feel like how do you feel, because we don't live in the city? Do you feel like since Trump got in the White House that it's the city has changed, like has a feel changed in the city at all?
Nah.
Or you feel like it changed for other people, but the city's the city?
I think the city is the city. I think here, especially, you got people that's gonna climb up towers and put resist banners. Right. And you got people that's gonna put resist banners in front of their homes and all type of extremist stuff. You got all these people that's not even from here originally that come here and they feel a part of the community and they fighting for these different rights and stuff like that. Right. Like if people want to fight for something, this the Mecca. So it may really be all that other stuff going on outside of it, but here people are doing what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Trump don't really have too much of a effect on what goes on the streets here. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree with that.
It is what it is with Trump.
I completely agree, right? He's not like he's in a position of power or whatever, but like there's so many people that have that's not to say it's not like terrifying and like you got to figure it out, but he's not gonna stop you from doing what you want to do right now. But
I feel like we got to make sure fish to fry. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't even know how stuff get passed and go into a law versus the Senate versus the House of Representatives. Like, man, people need to figure out what it take to pass a law before they worry about the president. Because now we ain't worried enough. The president is who the president going to be for the next 4 years at least.
Maybe less, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
But, yeah, I feel like we let that joke go too far, man. So I'm a little like, I'm like, dang, we really let that one slip right past us.
I mean, that's the crazy thing is like, I remember even on election night, I'm like sitting at home where like the TV's running. I'm like, oh, it's good. It's all good.
It's all good.
And not all the votes are in. And I remember literally like my girlfriend texted me and was like, yo, I'm like kind of scared. Like, what's going on right now? And I was like, yeah.
I remember that too.
I don't know.
It was all bad.
Yeah. We can talk about happier things though. How you feel about the Skins? I don't know if that's happy, but
oh, man,
I saw you in the
happy.
Riggins jersey.
Yeah, that is not happy.
I'm a Bills fan, so I feel your pain.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know when the last time y'all won anything.
Oh, I mean, you're not wrong, but yo, we just signed Tyrod Taylor.
Again?
You know that? Yeah, we just signed him 2 years. I think he's mediocre, but I think he'd get better. How do you feel about Cousins?
I like Cousins, but I think he don't want to stay with us no more, so
I don't think so
either.
Might
as well let him go. But he lost his weapons. Garcon gone. Yeah. Deshaun Jackson is
He's
gone.
about to go to the Bucks, right?
Yeah,
that's my team. So.
Oh yeah, he's a Bucks
man.
Yeah. Yo, he's nasty. He's kind of old too. How old is he?
Man, he's still old enough to be burning people in that flower.
Oh, he's still burning, but I bet he's got about 5 years left. Tops.
Probably.
Tops.
Yeah, he get injured almost every play. But I love
because all he does run 6 routes. All he does
man,
that's
it. But he was a weapon for us, as was Garcon. Like,
yeah.
I don't know who was the number one between them two, man, but they both came in clutch.
He's gone now too. Y'all picked up. Wait, didn't you re-sign? You re-signed like Vernon Davis.
2 years.
It's like 35.
We gave him
35
years. I love Vernon Davis, and he from DC. We gave him 3 years.
Oh, he is.
He got his workout right though. You know what I'm saying? I see him out there. You know, so
he was a beast last year. He earned the contract.
Yeah, he definitely did. I didn't think he had 3 more years in him, but hey. Let's
we'll
get
see,
it,
man. Yeah, he's old, but he did his thing last year. I think the Redskins are like kind of trying to double down on that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We need 2 tight ends anyway. Jordan Reed, he's
nasty, but he gets hurt.
Yeah, he gets hurt, and then.
But when he's on, he's on.
Yep, but Vernon Davis come in and he filling them gaps too. So I like him too.
You go to Skins games often?
I've been about 2 Skins games in my life.
Really?
But I sit in front of TV every Sunday. Like I don't miss a Skins game at all. But I've been to. I just recently went to the Giants game where we lost for the playoff bid. And that was heartbreaking, right there.
Yeah, I can't even handle that.
That was heartbreaking. Like he threw a pick, and our chance to go.
That was it. And against the Giants too, it's like that's one of like 3 teams you can't let it be against, right?
We had them beat too, so.
Yeah. No, I think that'll be funny, and they just picked up Brandon Marshall too, so I think.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna be interesting. The division's always a toss up like every year.
They loaded.
Tony Romo's about to leave.
You think gonna land hit?
Yeah,
I think he gonna land.
I don't know. Yeah, I think he could. If you let go of Cousins, I think he almost has to, right? Because who are you gonna get? Colt McCoy? It's not happening.
We gonna get Romo, and then we gonna get somebody out the draft.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we got the front line to protect Romo. Because Romo, if he get hit too hard, he gonna get hurt.
He doesn't have to get hit, man. He's gonna trip walking out of his house. It's gonna be over. Romo is way too fragile.
I like
too
Romo,
fragile, I think. So we'll switch gears completely then. You grew up in Southeast?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what so do you go to like public school around here and?
I went to public schools I went to public and private schools. Started off going to public. I went to this school called Henley, school called McGodley, school called Southeast Academy. And then I started, I think it was 4th grade. My mother found out we had no math teacher at my class. So. Oh really? Yeah, this was for 2 years though. So the 1 year we ain't had no math teacher.
Just no math ever being taught?
No math teacher. Like we have this class on our schedule. Go to this class. No teacher. We just having fun. We thinking.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Is life. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm thinking when I'm in high school. I'm like, this is great.
Yeah, this is life.
Yeah.
But once my mother found out we wasn't having no math teacher, and then I really was struggling in math because of it.
Well, right, yeah.
So that's when it wasn't funny no more. So she took me out of that school. Now my mother, like, didn't have no heck of a job by no type of means. You know, she just worked her regular job that she was working. She took me out of there, put me in this Catholic school. It was still in Southeast though.
Yeah.
And that's where that school helped me see both sides of the coin more, you know, because it's a Catholic school. It was smaller classrooms. It was more strict, but it's still in the middle of Southeast. But it just gave you that other dynamic. Like behind them walls, it was different. So
right.
I learned a lot, and I think I honed a lot of my skills there, like my cleverness, my wits. You had to be able to finesse in that school, you know, to be able to get out of trouble and stuff like that. So it was cool.
That is crazy. That's crazy. No math teacher for like 2 years too.
Yeah.
But I think I think that's like, again, what we were saying, like you play both sides of that table really well as an artist and being like, you know, you obviously like spent time around people who, you know, like you said, are like, that's a whole different like world, like a Catholic school to you who like prefers to hang out in Georgetown and like do your thing or whatever, you know what I mean?
What's that?
And those people are, you know, whatever, doing their thing, but it's a whole different environment. So it definitely reflects on you as an artist. I mean, that's so good for you anyway.
Yeah, so I know I was doing spelling bees and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I always been into words and stuff like that, so it's just really fitting. I think this, and I never wanted to work for nobody. I only wanted to work for myself. Mm-hmm. So it's just fitting, you know.
And you've always wanted to rap since you were like 9?
Yep, always wanted to rap so much so that I would not get a job. Like, it came down to an ultimatum between my mother, like, get a job or get out of my house.
Right.
And I'm like, Mom, I'm sorry. I can't get a job. Can I just have 1 year to start making progress with the music?
Right.
And can I have 1 year of you stop bothering me every day and see what I could do? So she left me alone for 1 year. Like, imagine You wake up just because you ain't going to work. Your mother on your back every day. Like, I'm like, man, you stressing me out. I can't even think.
Right.
And I started, but she gave me that year, and from that year I never looked back. So.
I've seen a bunch of people do that kind of thing. Like they they kind of get to their end and they're like, give me like 1 year to do my thing. And then she started seeing like shows coming, you doing your thing.
And then I let her start handling my booking and handling my my features and all that. So she could really see like, I'm making money off of this. Yeah. But it was the hardest thing ever though. Also, I wouldn't be keeping it all the way authentic if I didn't also say not having a job and trying to accomplish some goals is the hardest thing you could probably ever have to do ever. If you can, like, it'll be way smarter to get a job because you're going to need some type of way to fund your dreams. For me, I was doing all types of foul stuff trying to fund my dreams. And it took me going to jail. I done probably been in jail about 13, 14 times.
Oh, really?
Never been convicted of anything. But I got all these charges that I done, man, I can't even tell some of the stories about how they got beat, but thank God, man, it been crazy. It been crazy though, man. So I just had to do something different, man, all together, man.
I mean, that's that vicious cycle, right? You have to you gotta fund what you like. To be a rapper, you have to even the basic equipment or studio time or whatever.
Just to get studio equipment, you know what I'm saying? Everything costs, so it's gonna be prices that you cannot pay, and you gotta ask somebody for. So either way, you gonna owe somebody. That's why you see so many artists sign these deals and stuff like that, and you see you have to sometimes, you know, if you ain't willing to do certain stuff. I risk my freedom trying to be able to do music. Now I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna respect music to the fullest. Like, it paid me solely. Like, let's make it happen.
You're at a point when the money is presumably coming in to a degree, right? So you maybe don't have to do some of the stuff that you had to fund what you're doing, right?
None of that stuff, because the karma that come back off it is worse too. You're gonna be working 1,000 times harder to get nowhere. Because that karma gonna come back around. I'm telling you, so.
I totally agree. And did you ever do? I've seen artists trade they come to somebody who's got a home studio. Oh, actually, I heard you record out of your grandma's house. Or I don't know if you still do. But
I recorded Lunch 3 on my grandma's house.
Nice. The whole thing, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tight.
Nice. Yeah.
But they'll do that, and then that they'll come to somebody with a home studio and be like, okay, listen, I've got X amount of skill. If if you record this tape for me or whatever, engineer this tape. When things take off, then I'm gonna bring business to the studio or something like that. So, are there people in DC who do that kind of thing?
Yeah, I'm sure. I didn't do that specifically because I was that engineer. So before.
You do engineer?
So yeah. So I used to be an engineer before I got popping with the music, and I didn't record it. Probably every artist from here that's popped off, I recorded a session for them before I even got my feet wet. I'm talking about anybody that's from DC that you can name. Anybody that you can name.
All right.
Anybody that you can name. I recorded them.
All right. Think of someone kind of obscure. I mean, okay, we were talking about this isn't obscure at all, but Black Cobain, of course, right?
Recorded them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, anyway, you were signed to Were you signed with BOA, or were you rocking with them? Yeah.
For a hot second.
Cam said he saw that. I didn't even know that.
It ain't work out though. It ain't work out. So, but this at the time where BOA was ending though. So it was it wasn't too much of a big deal. It ain't really hurt me.
Because you were on the Falarin mixtape, right?
Yeah.
And so was that right before the end of BOA?
Yeah.
Or
that's right
because Trell was on BOA. Trell was on BOA too, right?
Before me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the last one before it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So, well, now he's got this Blue Moons thing or whatever,
right?
Which is tight. Yeah. I'm acting like I don't think it's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. Not or whatever, but he's got the Blue Moons thing going on. Yeah.
Blue Moons.
Which is tight. So how did you meet him? How does that relationship start? Was it through engineering?
Yeah. That is the first time I met him. He was recording Bait. And I was
wow.
Yeah, so I was at the
That's a throwback.
I was at the studio. I was the engineer that day, but he came in and they had their own engineer. So I did a little bit of their recording. And then also, this is the first time he let me get on a song. So I was the engineer. He like, everybody in the studio write a verse.
That's tight. That's really tight.
Man, I'm writing my verse. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I killed it. And I think that was another start of, all right, Shawty me on this shit. I was with that pressure where I'm recording so many people that when they leave, I'm doing all my work. So by the time I'm letting somebody hear my stuff, they're like, "Oh, when you do this?" I'm like, "Man, I've been doing this forever. I'm trying to get some money." That's why I had to engineer myself. I first recorded on this thing called Mixcraft. Mixcraft is probably the oldest known recording junk that you could use, you know. And I recorded myself on that junk over the Lil Flip Game Over beat. And
shit. Yeah, that beat's hard. Who originally produced that?
I don't know.
I would love to know, because that is a hard beat too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and what he had, like, This Is the Way We Ball. Did they ever see
This is the way.
Did you ever see the Game Over music video?
Yeah.
Where at the very beginning he robs, or he's trying to get some dude to pay at the very beginning or
and
whatever.
he's just playing the game. Like, man, he said, what did he say? 100,000 waves.
Oh, yeah.
Pounds. That ain't it.
Yeah, they like have to give him the money before he yo, Flip used to be dope too.
Heck yeah.
He still does. The crazy thing is all those guys down in like Houston and Houston has like the biggest like if you're in Houston, they're a huge deal. But if you even leave to go anywhere else, they're like, who's Paul Wall? Yeah. Who's Slim Thug? Who's Fat B? Like whatever.
I know the true hip hoppers know all of them though. If you know music, you know all of them.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yo, they got a crazy.
In their own town, they are legends. I've been down there. They are legendary now.
Oh really? Who'd you go down there for? Or did you do it?
I went down there when Drake did a show at Warehouse Live, I think it's called. And that's the first day I met Jay Prince. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He was surrounded by like 100 people, a sea of 100 people that you got to get through just to shake his hand. You know what I'm saying? Jay Prince.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Did you? So is that where you met Drake? I saw you had like a photo with Drake. You like got it.
I met Drake. I met Drake for the first time in DC.
Oh really?
Yeah, Landmark Festival.
Landmark Festival.
Yeah, but Wale made that happen actually.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, he called me up on stage from out the crowd. This when I was living down here. I'm living downtown. They had the Landmark Festival downtown. Yeah. I walked to the jump. While they saw me in the crowd, he was like, "Man, come up on stage." Man, I hopped over the gate so fast. Then they was leaving, and Drake's security, he from DC. So as they leaving the jump, Drake's and them coming in the venue, and then his security see me. He like, "Hey, like, what's up, man? What you doing back here? You want to come with us?" Like, fuck yeah. So I go ahead with them. I watch the show and all that. So then we get a picture. So it was cool. They were real cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's tight, man.
So I heard you used to go by Young Zoe.
Oh yeah.
What prompted the change to Lightshow, and where's the name Lightshow come from?
I think so you know when you rapping, you got 1,000 names, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I done probably ran through a couple names, but man, Lightshow, that's just more so, that's me, you know. Like I don't relate to nothing else, like, but Lightshow, that's me. I don't even know how to explain it so much. So it's about every letter of my name start with an L. First of all, you know, my first, middle, last, all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then other than that, light is about knowledge and knowing and being enlightened and being able to show other people the way, you know. So it's like a little a sense of responsibility that I take on, that the people around me always said I had I was so bright. I got a old soul, this, that, and the third, but I didn't. But I really took that on and then took it to the next level. So it was Lightshow Zoe, but the Zoe just fell off. Everybody just called me Lightshow.
All right.
And then the Zoe just fell off as the time went on.
Gotcha.
And then that's what it is now.
Okay.
You know, it just so happened to be one of the best names you could have, and you know, but it mean a lot though.
Yeah,
I dig it.
I let people think you can think whatever you wanted to mean to you it could mean, because sometimes I don't even take it that deep on what it mean. It's to be interpreted, but it's in the air for whatever somebody want to do, you know.
No, I think it's good. Yeah, it like perfectly fits your personality anyway. So where'd you find that out though?
Never, a real magician never.
That's what I'm saying. We're like, yo, like let's watch some interviews, like let's like, you know, get some details, and then Cam comes out, he's like, oh yeah, you know he was on BOA. I'm like, where the pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean, like, I kind of, like, I knew you were affiliated, but I didn't know it was, like, you were on, like, BOA for that.
It was such a short stint.
Was that an actual sign?
Yeah, but it was like a management deal. I never signed I never signed.
They don't own your masters.
Oh, no.
Okay,
So one thing, my mother helped me on that. My mother been telling me my whole life, no, if you're going to do music, when you do, you got to make sure you own all your stuff. So I've been on that hard, you know, I own everything, period. You know, some people don't understand the essence and the significance of that, but to me, it's betting on yourself. And it been the best thing I could have ever did, you know. So you gotta own your stuff. You gotta own your music, your name, your masters, your ideas, your everything. It's very important.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, labels are good for certain things, but I think labels are good for taking what you're doing, and if you need that $1 million budget to do if you want to jump off a building and record, something like really, really crazy, but never hand over the rights to your music.
You get paid off of that forever. Forever. As long as
you're popping, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As long as the internet work, you're going to get something. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
As long as you can figure out how to get your music in a place, you can get something, and you want to get that versus, because that's how the label going to recoup off you for the rest of your life. They going to make their money back. Even if you die, even if they die, the label going to make its money back because they own your masters. And I just can't imagine I got to know where them checks getting cut from and where they trickling through. Some people don't like that you want to know all that, but I don't care.
Well, that's because they're trying to do something sneaky.
Yeah,
right? You'll be transparent if you're actually doing what you think somebody's going to be like happy with, right? And I'm sure you have labels looking out for you and like reaching out and being like, "Oh, come through, sign 6 albums for $1 million." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would never would. Now my management is, I got great management, and
yeah, right.
They got my back 100%.
That's who you really gotta trust is the management, right?
That's who you really gotta trust.
We did like a video. I was just down in Charlottesville even, but we followed around like Rob Banks and we like rocked with him for like a little while.
Okay.
And he told me that at the beginning of his career, like Warner Brothers came to him and were like, "Yeah, we want to give you like $1 million," and he's like, "Okay," and they were like, "All right, we want to do I think it was like a 7-album deal or something like that," and I mean it's the advance. So like when you get done with like the record, you get done with the studio time, the cars for the shoots, the renting everybody, all that, you got no money and you're locked in for like 6 more albums. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. And then if you spend all your money and then you're not getting that check that come on the back end, that put you back on your feet, it's gonna get super rough.
Cause you signed a 360 and now they're taking your touring, they're taking your merch. That's how you make a lot of money though. Really is merch. I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Heck yeah, merch and really a lot of it, the streams, everything. It's a lucrative business if you do it right though. You gotta.
If you're good, that's the problem. Is you got all these people down here, and if you can get even up here,
no question.
You can there are people who make a living off it and never become famous. You know what I mean? Like people are in their 40s still doing their thing.
And you gotta know the analytics of it, and if you could figure that out, then you always be able to figure out like it's certain depths to how much. See for me, I know how much I spent to make Life Sentence 3. I know how much
that's good
to make back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that fee that I off the beginning, like I want to keep my own money. I borrowed that fee up front, made it back, paid that off, and then start getting paid. But I don't owe nobody. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's already projected how much money that's going to be made back before the shit even come out.
That's so smart, yeah.
And because at the end of the day, you want to be in the green. And you want the people around you that believe in you to be in the green. You know what I'm saying? So for me, versus signing a big old deal where they give me this money up front, now I can save all my money now. Ain't really nothing out here to buy until I'm trying to buy a home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Save all my money. If you save your money, when somebody come to you and say, "Hey, here go 50,000, here go 20,000," you can say, "What? Nah, what I'm gonna do with 20,000? I'm gonna run through that." You know what I'm saying? I had it, man. It take a lot, man. So you don't believe the hype with the game, man. You got set up for you how you want it to work. And
you feel like that's scary? Like when you release, it's kind of like any creative project like that. It's like I don't know how much you're sinking in, but you know what I mean. Like you're sinking in all this money, and you're hoping. You're betting on your skills, basically, being like, will I get enough shows? Will this single pop? Like whatever. Yeah. Is that scary? Then watching the money slowly come back and being like, are we gonna hit it? Are we gonna hit the break? Or you feel like you're like confident? You're like, I know.
I'm confident because I obsess over. I know at the least, I'm not gonna go and spend a type of dollar that I know it's gonna take me 8 months to make back.
Right.
But I'm not gonna sacrifice the quality of my stuff either, so it take a lot of negotiating, it take a lot of just being a good person too. And stuff gonna fall in your favor. But it's fun for me. Like it's just waiting for I'm Life Sentence 3 was my first album. And it put me in the green. Mm-hmm. So from here on out it's just staying in the green,
Right,
yeah. Staying in it. Yeah.
Taking a step back financially to spend and then making 10 steps forward when you know,
yeah,
all that kind of stuff comes out.
Right, so everything I know where it came from, my studio equipment, my everything, I paid for it. I did it and I know where it go. I know how much a beat costs and how much I make back off of it. Mm-hmm. And then you had times for the stuff you can't account for, like Need a Lighter with 21 Savage.
Yeah, I just saw that. When did that come out exactly?
It came out with my project.
Life Sentence 3.
Oh yeah, it was on the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Track 4.
I didn't know that.
There you go.
I didn't know that jump was gonna do the type of numbers that it did. It's over all together through all the sites over 10, 12 million streams. Mm-hmm. I ain't playing for that though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the song is hot though. You know what I mean? It's shareable, right?
Right. So
I hear it. I want to tell all my friends and be like, "Yo, this song's hot."
And I ain't playing for that. And it's just when it can happen like that, it's just a blessing. So.
And that's the whipped cream and cherry on top.
Heck yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, man, it's a testament to when you do what you believe in and you just work hard, like you never know what can happen. And that's what I play the game for, man. I practice all the time just so I could go to the game. I never know when I'm going to be able to make 12 3-pointers. You know what I'm saying? I never know. Just got to stay prepared for whatever that day comes.
Well, because you can only control so many things. So, like, when you do something, it's like, you do a song with, like, 21 Savage, right? And you're like, it's a dope song and people fuck with it. But then, like, he starts doing something that you're like, oh, he gets shine here and then you get shine here and he gets help. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You feel like you just connect with everybody you can kind of thing and, like, you never know who? Or is that kind of, like, selective?
It's selective. It's strategic, It was a, for that, with 21 Savage, it was, I never want to count on anybody to help me do what I need to do. Like,
yeah.
So with 21 Savage, whether he ever promoted that song or not, I knew already what I wanted to do with it and what avenues I was going to hit with it.
Right.
That way, I'm not even accounting for nothing extra. I'm only doing what I know I could do. How many numbers I know I could do. Anything over that, it's just extra, and it go towards the win. But how I set mine up, I just do it how I want to do it, who I want to hear on it, and then where it go from there, just go. Like, I got enough fans, thank God. I don't need to say, hey, bro, can you retweet this? Can you help me do this? Can you do it? Nah, just put the good music out, put it out in creative ways, and let the rest take care of itself.
Well, you got you have a crazy social media like presence anyway. Yeah. You got 100,000 followers on Twitter, like 70,000 on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you like that because that's how we originally connected.
Right.
Is I was hyped because I saw the Now video and he's wearing the Caps jersey.
Right, and I respect anybody that like DC sports. So I'm like, hey, I see you right there. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Then he followed me. I was like, oh shit, let's go.
Well, yeah,
because I was really fucking with your music, and I was like, damn, this is tight, yeah.
But I looked at what you do first too, and you know what I'm saying. That's
okay.
I can't do nothing but respect it. That's why I did follow you. And like I said earlier in the conversation, it's about one hand washing the other. So you never know what's gonna lead to what. Every view count, every listen count for me. Run it up from there.
And that's why I felt, like I saw your stuff, and then I saw like a couple of interviews, and I was like, you know what, we're at the perfect time when we want to get somebody to do like, a long form, like sit down like that. And I was like, he's got crazy personality. He's got a lot of people who like fuck with his music. The music is dope, so it makes perfect sense, yeah. I think that is crazy. Do you get a lot of people reaching out, like, do you get rappers like reaching out to you on social media being like, can you retweet my stuff? Can you do this? Can you do that?
Yeah,
with nothing in return, that you will help for no reason.
I don't pay attention to stuff like that. Because come on now. Like, if you really get out here and you start working, you going to realize nobody got time for that. Nobody got time to be just retweeting. People going to retweet what they like. Don't make me, I got OCD a little bit anyway. My page is well manicured.
Me too. We all got that.
Don't be trying to come on this pop up on my page as a random. First, nobody is going to really click on it anyway. If it ain't like my page is so to the point. It depends on people gonna see it and just ignore it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
And then that becomes part of your image, you know? That
Right.
You retweeted.
Well, that's why you're so smart, because you do stuff like I think we all think that way. It's like, if I retweet somebody down to literally like what their avatar looks like, not like you have to look a certain way, but I'm like, I don't want to retweet somebody with like an avatar that I think is going to look weird on my timeline. Yeah. I know that sounds odd, but you know what I mean?
It's your stuff. That's the thing. People don't want to share nothing, but they want to be all in everybody business these days.
Yep.
You don't see nobody out here just really trying to help, but you see, hey, can you do this? Why is you worried about my page when I'm doing like...
Right.
Like, how did you find me on here anyway, man? Like, go ahead somewhere.
That's like me reaching out to you with like whatever, like 100 subscribers on YouTube, no views. And I'm like, will you do this? And you're like, well, what do I get? Why am I taking an hour out of my time to do anything, right?
Respect meet each other at the same level all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about if you just was waiting for people to say, nah, listen, bro, I'm talented. Just believe in me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, do some shit. If you're talented, it's going to show all the time, you know? And it's going to save you a lot of room for even feeling like, even with your family not going to support everything you do. Why you want? I'm definitely not going to support everything you do. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody who doesn't even know me, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, we support what we like, man, and that's what it's about. Support what you like.
No, I totally I think it's like so few and far between, like that. So I can't think of that many people that have ever just done something for no reason, and people don't get that. They think if you ask politely enough or you ask the right way, it's like, it's not like, you don't have to trick me into doing something, right?
And then when you say no, then they true feelings come out just that quick. Yeah. Hey, you just polite. Now I'm a this, that, and the third because I said no. Okay.
Or the minute like, you know, whatever, you're not, you know, you got the single out, people are going nuts. The minute you cool off to record an album for a little while, you know, you notice like, you know, when you come around, people don't say as much, and then you put out the album, and what's up, bro? You should come through. You should do this. You should join us here, and all that. You know.
Yeah. So I don't hang with people either. I hang with people that's I try to be one of them people that help reinvent cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't hang with nobody, man. I'm real stingy with myself and what I believe in and who I hang around and what type of energy I let get brought into my life. So I'm real meticulous on that, man.
I mean, like, as you should be, right? You see what happens when people let too many people into their pockets and stuff like
you
that.
Go to jail, you get snitched on, you can do all types of stuff.
Yeah. Or you just lose mad money, right?
You can lose everything. You know what I'm saying? You can lose your life.
You know, much less than you know, I have people like, oh, can I help out? Can I help out? Can I help out? And I'm like, no, I mean, not really at all. I can do my own graphics. I can do my own marketing or whatever. And then you get somebody like you where you're like, listen, I don't have time. Like, the way I can make the best music possible is if you do the graphic design for this like thing or whatever. You know what I mean? That's a smart way, right? They're providing you with value.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, and a lot of these rappers who are asking for retweets and stuff, they got like 4 songs that aren't that good, but then they got all this merchandise they made.
What did you tweet like 2 days ago? What'd you say? You're like, don't make a mixtape and then just try and sell like 3 seasons of merch. It's not gonna work out for you.
It's not gonna work out.
And there's so many people doing that, dude. They put up a big cartel site, whatever. That's like whatever, like fortheyouth.bigcartel.com, and it's just Helvetica font and you know something in like Chinese script right there, and they're like, "Yo, this is hot. Get my dad hat."
Now you got everybody doing that, or they just will press something on something and just call it a day, man.
Screen printed T-shirt.
That's why you gotta. It's up there. That's to deal with the people that respect their brands, and then the brands we got respect for. It make the circle a little smaller and let stuff go around the way it's supposed to, man.
Circles get smaller, the walls get taller.
Yeah, man.
Right.
It's a lot of stuff going on out here that you really want to try to weed out, man, that I just don't even want to ingest as my day going by, so.
Yeah, especially when you're in the city and it's like, you know, you got people from every angle anyway in the city. Like, you got people who do a lot of cool stuff, but of course, like, for every good DJ, there's 30 bad DJs.
Believe it.
And they all have the same connection to you. They all hit you up kind of thing.
Believe
or
it.
whatever. Man. So, yeah, I mean, that's crazy. That I can't imagine, like, being a rapper in that kind of position has got to be more or less, I guess, confusing, right? When, like, people come around. Do you ever have people, like, come around and you like fuck with them for a little while and then the minute like they get what they want, they're out of here kind of thing?
Oh yeah, I seen that happen. I seen that happen too, and that's why I'm real cautious about my circle. I try to keep my family around me, my close family. While I move by myself, or something like that, or I pay for my security or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't just need to be around nobody just because, I don't. I try to separate myself from wants in life. Like, if I could go through life wanting nothing, right? I mean, not down to literally
Right.
want nothing, but if I just want nothing, then I don't have no expectations. I could treat people nice just because. I don't need nothing from you. You know what I'm saying? But in order to not need anything from somebody, I gotta take care of myself first.
Yep.
But then even in taking care of yourself, then you know what you really need versus what you thought you need. And you asking for favors at times, at the wrong times and stuff. Like, I know if I take care of myself first, it's gonna come back to being able to, make life easier for the people around me that I love too, man. So I make sure I focus on myself first, and anybody else, they could wait, man.
So who do you like in DC then? Like who do you rock with? Like what are the artists you like?
I
think are
rock
coming
with
up?
everybody, but I don't hang with nobody.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't have like a crew of people that you're like, yo, that guy's good. Like what artists are you like checking for in DC that you're like, I'll do a song with you?
I like everybody.
Really?
I don't like everybody. I like everybody that's tight.
Right.
I got me and my bros, 86 America, of course, and then other than that, anybody that's putting on quality music and consistency, I like, But it's up to you to keep going, because anybody could be liked for right now, you know what I'm saying? I didn't seen how
That's
this
a crazy
stuff works,
part,
so
yeah.
I'm not just because I like you, I'm not jumping over the hill for you, just say, oh yeah, everybody go check this out. I don't know what you do in your personal time. I don't know this, that. I don't know, man. It's just
That's
so
a
much
lot
stuff.
to get a cosign, dude.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a
I
lot.
can't be co-signing stuff over here. Like, nah, do your job. That way, guess what? If it's certain stuff, like, I just can't do, man. The game turned more or less about rap than the extra stuff,
You saying now it's more about rap than
It's
extra
less
stuff?
about rap.
That's what I was gonna say. Is it's really like
It's
not
less.
that I don't even enjoy their music, but a lot of artists out here like it's about the color of your hair or the what clothes you're wearing or whatever.
It's
But I
really-
get it. It's an image like
But
especially.
then
with
why
internet.
do it got get to the point where it's about who hang out with who and this, that? Like, people be really dived into people's personal business. Like, nobody can stand on their own too. Nobody respect individuality. Nobody has tolerance. Everybody want everybody to be the same. If you ain't gonna fit this mold, then you not cool or you not this.
Right.
Man, nobody really mind their business these days. That's just one thing I just don't get. Everybody got an opinion about something, but you not even. If you really got an opinion, monetize your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise,
That's real.
You
That's
in the
really
way. You
real.
know what I'm saying? You in the way. You in everybody's way. So
Or like at least monetize in the end, right? Like I think there's so much like access to people's lives because they choose like they're Snapchatting every single thing they do,
Yeah,
right?
social
I get
media.
Snapchatting like I'm at a party, I'm at if it's gonna help your image, like again, you're monetizing intangibly, right? But I think that if you're just Snapchatting like every day when you wake up, what are people gonna look forward to? Why are they gonna come to their show?
wow,
They can see you in bed every morning.
Why
giving
would
them
you sit
advice,
here and
you know
ask
what
me,
I mean?
hey, what's the day like for you? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I want somebody to say, hey, what's the day like for you? I don't want you to know my whole I give so much of myself through music. Some of this stuff, like, you gotta have an essence to yourself, man, because it take a lot for somebody to care about you for years and years and years and years.
And those are I feel like having an enigma like that is the people who stay, like Frank Ocean, people who like, you don't always know what he's doing, you know what I mean?
No
You're
question.
you're not always tapped in. The people who do that are the people who stay around for like 2 or 3 years, you know what I mean? Because everyone's like, oh, it's oversaturated. We got enough of you. We know everything about you. Frank, I'm like, I don't know that much about Frank. So when he drops something, I'm like, whoa, we better listen up.
Yeah.
It's got to be important, right?
Exactly.
Or it
And
should be.
That's how I want my stuff to be respected. When I drop, I want to know, oh, nah, he getting ready to say something. He got something put together. That
Right.
For me, I never want to ask for $1 from a fan without giving them something in return.
Yeah.
I gotta give you something, whether it's something to think about. But now I'm getting to the point with the music where I could make good music where you could either listen to it and just vibe out to it, or if you want the message, then guess what? It's them lines there for you to read between and get the message. But I never want to say, oh, nah, give me this money. I'm putting out this album, and I didn't think about what's my artwork and how it's gonna affect your life the type of songs I got on there. All my stuff means something. Because when I leave this earth, my catalog that I left right here gonna mean way more than what was at this time or this time or at this time. And it's just gonna keep collecting. So that's what keep me motivated.
And it's interesting because of social media now. There are people who don't even listen to the music of the people they follow.
Right.
And they watch everything they do on Twitter and Instagram and everything, but they don't even listen to their music.
That's very true, you know. That's very true. And it's like, what are you... I mean, I guess the entertainment has just gotten to a broad thing. You're like, well, I'm just an entertainer, I guess. But everything come at a cost. I think we at the point right now where some people don't know what this cost is going to be. You know, for some people, it's, well, you're going to dry out. Nobody going to care about you. But it's a lot of stuff going on right now that we not able to see what's the lasting result going to be. And people just jumping head first into it instead of putting their feet in and say, all right, how's this moving? And let me see. Because times always change, you know. And if you get stuck in the time, man, that ain't no good either. So I just try to be watchful as I'm walking through this stuff, man.
Remain vigilant.
Yeah, man. Remain vigilant.
Seriously, yeah. So do you feel like moving forward you're going to be giving like if with the new project, I guess, like what do you have like coming up from that? Are you going to be putting out singles? Are you going to like drop a surprise, or you got a release date coming or something like that?
I'm thinking about it right now. I'm
so
indifferent between I could drop singles, but I'm more of a full project dropping person.
Excuse me.
When I pick a single, that's me having to place my bet on something that may or may not. But if I bet on the project as a whole, then I can just figure out what the people like best as a whole. You know what I'm saying? So I may be, and then if I drop singles, then I gotta stretch out the time for the project to get here. So I don't know. I'm indifferent about it right now. But the project done, and it's fire. And it's my best work.
I want to hear it.
I'm gonna definitely make sure I let you get it exclusive.
For real, yeah.
I'm
let's go.
definitely gonna make sure y'all get it exclusive. Like, it's done. It's cracked. I love it. You know, I took it up another level, and that's what it's about for me. So
that's all. That's all you got to do is make sure that every single project is like a vast improvement. You know, some people too put out projects so often that like again like you're hearing them too much. But B, like, they don't, you know, all of it sounds the same. And then you get to the point where they drop another project and you're like, I mean, I think Gucci's really the only dude that doesn't do that. You know what I mean? He put out so much music, or like Wayne.
Yeah.
And people still rock with him so hard.
And he's so submitted in this game, though.
That he came out hard after jail, though.
Yeah,
he stepped his game up, I think.
Really did.
I think he did.
And they so cemented. Gucci's so, man, he like on the rap Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying?
He's a legend,
You know
dude.
what I'm saying? So
he's a legend
they
anyway.
gonna keep buying his stuff.
Just the fact that he was crazy, like after jail, like coming out and being that good was, even on house arrest, he's shooting music videos and stuff.
And then he switched this whole catalog over from going straight mixtapes to the album music side and stuff. Yeah. For me, I like that because that's you catching up with the times, you monetizing.
He gets it too, right?
Get it, you know what I'm saying?
He's like 40 or he's like 30 something, but still, you know what I mean? Like
40,
he gets it though.
Yeah, most definitely.
I still think my favorite like dude who just flooded the streets is like Lil Wayne, like 09 Lil Wayne.
Definitely.
Like Drought
was
3.
the best ever, man.
Yo,
so
that's why when you were saying New Orleans, I'm like, that was like New Orleans then was like crazy.
Man.
I mean, before him with like Turk, BG, Juvie, like, but then he came out on his own. He put out what? I mean, it was all the droughts, all the dedications. What was what's the one where he's walking through the snow and it's like a blue
Nightmare.
New Orleans Nightmare?
I think that's 2 or
with 9 mil. It had 9mm on it.
I like everything. I like that. I like Carter 2.
Yeah, well, the albums were like like Carter 3, man. That was like an anthem for that.
Carter 2.
That summer was crazy. The Carter 2.
Was it Receipt music?
No, Receipt.
Yeah,
I used to listen to The Mob every day on my way to high school.
Oh
I listened.
yeah.
I did every.
Man,
I would rap the whole Mob. Yeah.
When I first got a car, there's certain CDs you gotta buy. For me, it was 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Legendary.
Lil Wayne, Dedication 2.
Also.
And then I got the all greatest hits for Biggie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But man,
That's the
the
anniversary.
first two, you gotta ride to that, man.
Are you more Dedication 2 than Dedication 1 for Wayne? I think D2 is my favorite, personally.
I think Carter 2 might be one of my
Oh, that's your favorite like whole project of his?
Yeah, I mean,
I think mine probably Drought 3.
Drought
I like
3
Drought
was
3 a lot.
hard.
That's what made me be
Them
like...
not original beats, though. All of them.
That none of them were. That was like
Yeah.
Wayne's thing. Is he was like, "I'll kill you on your own beat."
He
So
killed everyone.
Somebody put in Zoom when he he called it
He
boom.
did.
He called it boom, but it was
Yeah.
you know the Boosie
So
Zoom
I
beat.
did.
Yeah.
Like so taking my little page from that. That's
Yeah.
how I started doing the Yellow Tape White Chalk series, which is the series of freestyles I do over other people's beats.
Yeah.
A lot of times on them I didn't write or whatever the case may be. I just go in the booth and just tee up. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What's the one with Will the rapper? And I'm blanking
Oh
on
yeah,
it
that's
now.
Yellow Tape White Chalk.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. It was 6. But what's the song? What's the song with Will the rapper?
Pull
'Cause
up,
I'm
pop out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite songs that you do.
Yeah.
That one is such a good verse, and he does his thing on it too.
Yeah, no, that's really his song.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's his song. I just anytime when that's on Yellow Tape White Chalk, freestyles.
Yeah. Right.
So I just grab whatever hat jumps out, boom.
Yeah. I think that's one of my favorites. Cam, which one do you say was your favorite on the way down here?
I like Be Cautious.
Oh,
Yeah.
Be Cautious.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
man. Oh, Life Sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that don't rock too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were playing that on the way down here.
I
like
think
that
I
a
got
lot.
so much more crazy stuff coming off this new project. I can't wait to put this out, man.
I'm so
I'm
ready.
excited.
I'm so
Yeah.
ready for it now.
I think number one called Shoot for the Stars. This is like
Oh, you already have it like track listed out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I catch my wave so much on this Shoot for the Stars track because I start off with, it got the intro, it's like a 4-bar intro. And then it goes straight into the hook. But not the full 8 bars of the hook. It's 4 bars of the hook. And it's me with me singing a little bit, right? But then I chop the hook off after the 4 and I come straight in with the verse though, with a hard verse, no
That's hard.
auto-tune on that jump. And just, man, that jump crazy. Like that's the to set off this project, like I can't wait. Like
That's what you gotta have, yeah.
man, you gotta have that set off and I just know like that one right there, remember I told you I Shoot for the Stars when you first popped that joint in?
I'll remember.
Alright.
That joint gonna make you feel some type of way. It make me feel like
I'm ready for this.
coming off Life Sentence 3 too, that's just how I felt. So I'm excited about that project, man. I can't wait to drop it.
I'm excited for the rollout. Are you got a show with PNB Rock next weekend?
Yeah.
Or this weekend?
Next weekend.
17th, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you know him from before, or is he just coming down here and
No. So I met P&B at Bliss Nightclub. So he had a show there, and I was supposed to open up for him. I ended up being so late that I went after him. So
tight.
so when I walked in the club, he was performing. All these people they screaming. They like what the fuck? Who the fuck is that? And I'm
Yeah.
trying to be low key because out of respect, I ain't trying to have nobody
Sure,
screaming for
yeah.
nobody doing nobody's set.
Right.
So I'm like trying to duck off. But once I get up there, they show me so much love, and then once I hit Now,
that's over?
hey, once
I'm
I hit
telling you,
Now,
that song-
he came and he say, man, you gotta hit that zone again.
Yeah.
I'm like, DJ like, he said you gotta hit it again. He brought it back. Man, I hit that zone again, turned up even harder. So from there, that's where we build our rapport at right there.
Where's the one at on the 17th?
That's at the Fillmore.
Oh, yo, we might have to come through to that for sure. I already told him, yeah, but we'll buy tickets. I don't
Man,
like.
come- man.
I never want to see again. You never want to be like, yo, can we get in there? Like,
Now, see, once you start building,
Unless
then,
you're not
you know,
making money off the
you
tickets
know,
that I'm trying to get.
Hey, you know, exactly. You know, so
if the promoter's making money, it's all good.
Yeah, you know,
I'll
I-
walk in there.
hey, we gonna work it out, man.
Hey, yeah, we'll figure
give
it
y'all
out.
the-
No,
I
we
give
should
y'all the
definitely come
finesse.
through.
Yeah, I'm down.
So it's you, PNB Rock. You know who else is on the show?
Nah, I know. I don't know if they gonna have some openers probably, but
I mean,
that's
I'll
just us.
assume. Whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
We know the big boys on there.
Yeah, me and PB Rock, we gonna go tee up.
Yeah, I'm definitely in there.
So I'm curious, who that you have not worked with yet do you want to work with?
Drake, Jay-Z, Rihanna.
Big, like heavy hit names. Yeah.
Drake, Jay-Z, Rihanna, Future.
Future and you would be crazy together.
Yeah.
I think the styles are so well because you're like a lot of rap, a little bit of hook, and he's like a lot of hook, a little bit of rap.
Right.
I think that would complement really well.
Yeah, most definitely.
That'd be crazy.
People like that. Like I said, man, I'm going. I might as well go for the gold, right? You know what I'm saying?
Why not, man?
Of course, the up and coming rappers, but I still want to work with the greats. You know, I want to work with the greats. I want to measure myself up against the greats. I already know how I could do with the with everybody else that's up and coming right now. Like that's easy. Like I'm in my own lane, so I don't have to worry about that. But I still want that J verse. I still want that Drake verse.
That would be crazy.
If I could get a J verse, like, and I know it's gonna be hard. But I know everybody that Jay know probably except Jay. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it is when you're at the top, though, right?
Hey,
like you say, you got to shake like 100 hands to like get up there. So you know, like I don't know if you know, but I'm saying like you got to know like Emery and whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Everybody except Jay. You know, but
yeah, you got to know everybody in the building.
You know.
So all right, I'm interested in this. We got to switch gears. Do you think? In my experience, like DC as a city, like their hip hop scene, right, is like it feels like it's competitive, but almost like negatively competitive. It feels like nobody wants to shout out anybody.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel like you feel like the city is toxic? Like if you want to get on, you got to do it yourself.
I mean, I think that's how I got my mentality. Like I don't look for nobody to show love. And another thing I realized was early, like I'm looking for love from the fans, not from another artist that I understand.
That's true.
I don't know what they may be going through, how much they got to work to get where they at. I'm not looking for that love from them. I'm trying to get the fans. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta sit and ask somebody that's doing the same thing I'm doing to try to show me that love, like nah, you got your own fan base. I'm not trying to really infiltrate that unless they want me there, but. This definitely a toxic type place. Like it's that competition that we got going. It's not friendly competition. It don't feel like it to me. It's more so like may the best man win. Every man for himself type competition.
But it's not even like a Kendrick control. Like yo, I'm coming for you, but it's all love. It's like I'm coming for you, and I want to see you fail.
Yeah.
That's what I just felt like there wasn't a lot of love, like being around the scene and stuff like that.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I mean. I think it's up to certain artists though. I do link up with like on a personal level though, cause
having friends isn't a bad thing at all.
It's not a bad thing at all. You know what I'm saying?
You should be friends with people.
I link up with people on a personal level, and it is some artists I'm cool with on a personal level. But that's what people that's willing to say put their ego aside, and then between that, once we got that mutual respect, then we could say, oh no, I'm trying to kill you on this verse. But I still want to see you doing good in life. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the mentality that's missing, I think. Right.
So I got that with the people I personally don't have no gripe against. They don't have a gripe against me. But that friendly competition, heck yeah, I'm trying to beat everybody in the room. So I think though it take more people that believe in stuff like that to stand for it and call people out on it and stuff like that. So. I feel like I'm definitely gonna be one of them people that had a chance to change the trajectory of how this stuff is going.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think when Wale came out, he did a good job of putting back on for DC to an extent. Like, I mean, I rocked with what he did, but I think we need somebody like you who's gonna come out and be like, this is for DC. I come back, I bring people that I think are dope and I put them on, and not just like, yo, you can hop on a song and not you just doing favors for them, but like, yo, you make my music better, I expose people to you kind of thing. Because I think we're in a mentality where it's like, okay, like, Wale, I mean, like, you could say Logic's from DC, but really he's from Maryland kind of thing. No, there's anything wrong with that. But you know what I mean? I don't think of him as like a DC artist.
No question. And I like that. I like when people separate it from what's what. You know what I'm saying? It's already hard enough than somebody trying to group us all in together.
You saying like DMV?
Yeah.
You don't like the grouping? Or you just don't like when people from like Fredericksburg try and say
Nah, I don't even care because I got people that's in Fredericksburg that I got big love for. Like I went out to some neighborhoods out there, they just like my neighborhood.
Really?
So I got love for these people, but when you grouping like the Maryland artists with DC, and when you giving them when they go get their looks from these blogs and these publications, and they coming on there saying, oh yeah, I'm a DC artist, that's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Right.
Why all of a sudden, when you about to get your break, you gotta, oh yeah, I'm gonna change it from Maryland to DC. Like, go ahead.
A lot of people do that too.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
just say
Maryland.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because now that Maryland got a wave, people want to claim Maryland more. But at first, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I want to claim DC. I want to
because I want to be from the city. Everybody wants to be from the city, right? But nobody wants to live, or like, you know what I mean? Like those people want to live in the suburbs, like outside, which is fine. But just say like where you're.
Just say where you from, because that's confusion when you got these people from out of town because they gonna ask me when I get to their city, oh, you from DC? You know such and such. I'm gonna be like, nah, they from. Nah, I just gotta say, now I'm gonna look like a hater if I say, nah, they from. So I'm just like, nah, I don't know who you're talking about.
Because then it looks like they're like, dude, it's the DMV, like just let it be.
Yeah, like thing, man, right. Alright, man, okay.
But this ties back into what you were saying at the beginning, which is, you know, you got to be real with yourself. You got to be true to yourself.
Most definitely, man.
That's how.
Be all the way true to yourself. Won't nobody have. I mean, people still gonna have a problem with you, but them people won't matter. People like me won't. They gonna say, oh yeah, he being 100% authentic. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? My energy gonna spread to other people that just won't care.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can hear different from like Maryland. If you're from Maryland, Northern Virginia, DC, I can hear like different music.
I can hear it too.
In my opinion.
Most definitely, I can definitely hear it.
Okay, which one beside? What do you think's better, Maryland or Virginia for the music then? I mean, we know you probably DC's number one, so who's number two?
Oh man.
Just say Maryland, it's fine. Just I know Maryland's better. We're just from Virginia.
I was born in Maryland.
Oh, yeah.
I would not comment on that. No comment. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
it's Maryland.
Because I mean, you talk. You talking about if you say Virginia,
Gold Link's Virginia.
You talking about Gold Link? You talking about? I can't say Gold Link first. You talking about Pusha T? You talking about? Pharrell, the Clips. All that.
Then we're getting into like real. That's Virginia. That's Virginia, like
Virginia.
You can't even mistakenly claim DC. Pusha T's one of my favorites.
Exactly. You can't. I can't pull a rag out. So I'm giving them. Timberland
also VA.
You know, it's a lot of people in VA that was dope. You know what I'm saying? They done became so much mega stars that you almost don't feel like they from Virginia, and that's how it's supposed to be.
That's really how it is too. When people get that big, you know what I mean, and you just kind of are like, oh, they're just them. Like I don't know where they're from. Like that's not like.
And that's what it's that's
Pharrell's
right
definitely
there,
that.
You know?
Pharrell's like, you came from Virginia Beach, and like. Pusha T shouts out Virginia though a bunch, and he shot the Exodus video in Norfolk and all. I mean, he goes back and does his thing, so that's cool.
So I rock with that.
No, I think like I don't know anybody besides Gold Link in Northern Virginia that's really like, you know what I mean? It's such a like because Northern Virginia is just not really like. I don't know. It's just not like popping like culturally. You know what I mean? Like,
and I know what they say. It's not nothing to do out there. So
I don't agree. People always say that, and I always say that that's absolutely wrong. We got. I mean, if you're talking about, again, like culturally, like shows and concerts, like not as much. I'll say we brought, me and when I was with Henny and all them, we did.
Y'all had a wave out there. I mean, that's still.
We brought Mac for his first show.
Yeah.
We did Mac for his first show. We brought 2 Chainz, MGK, Big Sean.
Oh, Mac Miller.
Yeah. Sorry.
I remember that. Yeah.
Were you at Mac's first show?
I don't know if I was there or not, but I remember that. I did my first show out VA at Empire. And,
at Empire? Hey.
You were in Richmond?
Yeah. No. You're talking Springfield, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's you're right. Well, they also own one in Richmond. That's
and I was in Springfield, and
we used to do shows.
That's when I first. So, I was out in Virginia for the first time, and all these people knew my words. I was like, oh my god, that's
cool.
We probably I bet you we put on that show because I used to do all the hip hop stuff for them.
It's possible, and this was years ago.
We did. Yeah.
Years and
if
years
it was
ago.
The only time was when we stopped moving was when they did Gold Link.
2012.
Yeah, I was there for sure. We probably both went to the show. You know who else did the show?
I think I would want to say.
Was it the Trell Meek Mill? Was it when Meek Mill canceled and he did the Black Cobain and Fat Trell back to back? That's what I feel like fit in best to like that.
I was out here doing something.
Something like that. Because it used to be Jax, but yeah, you probably got to it by the time it was Empire.
Was Jax? I think it was Jax.
That's in Springfield, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Jax at the time.
Yeah, and it turned into Empire. That place, when it was Jax though, I liked it better because like the staff who owned it lets you do like whatever you want.
Yeah,
like,
they super strict.
I was running. Now they're kind
I went out there for something for Young Mo.
Yeah,
and that junk was
super
Young Mo,
strict, dude. Damn.
Oh yeah, you can't forget about Young Mo.
I was just gonna say that's like I honestly hadn't heard that name in a minute, but it's probably me who doesn't keep up.
See, I was out Cali. I ran into Young Mo, real good people. That's one thing about him too. So I gotta shout him out too.
Yeah,
it's like Lil Tay too from DC. It's certain people like they music may not be as much out there, but they like good people on certain
people
levels.
are connected.
So it's like I rock with their stuff.
What were you out on the West Coast for?
I love Cali, man.
Oh, really?
I love Cali,
it's good weather.
Man. Like, L.A., San Diego, all that. I'm back and forth, up and down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I love it out there.
You record out there?
I recorded this song where I say called Oh, what was this song called? I just put it on my SoundCloud.
Sorry.
I forgot, but I did a
check it out while you're
freestyle.
talking. I gotta know now.
Yeah, so you can pull it up.
Keep going. No,
So as soon as I got off the plane, I wanted to put out some new music, and I had just got new studio equipment. Had Pro Tools on my laptop, mic, all that, flew it out there with me, set it up in this girl garage.
Are you recorded in there?
Yeah,
That's tight.
and then I put it out, and that don't sound good, so I definitely recorded out there.
All right, I'm looking for it now.
Oh, one of the.
Is it one of these?
Yeah, what is it? Yeah, let's get some understanding.
Yeah, 'cause you got a picture in the background. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I feel better now.
Yeah. So I did that. I did that out there. Oh, and I did one of these songs off the. I did do one of the songs from the project out there too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, one of these songs called "Weight on My Shoulders." I did that right on Hollywood Boulevard. So that was.
So it's got that like West. Does it have like that vibe?
It don't got the West Coast. It's no West Coast sounding vibes.
Right.
But the vibe is like West Coast state of mind though. You know what I'm saying? Without the type
Happy
of
as
sounds
hell,
and
yeah.
stuff. But
Right.
man, that's one of the songs that's like almost the epitome of the project, you know?
Okay.
Crazy. Another
excited
crazy
about
one, man. So that's another one of my favorite songs off the project. Yeah.
I'm excited to
what's
hear
up.
it, man. I'm excited to hear
Me
all
too,
this.
dude.
Yeah, man. It's only a matter of time. Like, I just gave it to my team and my mother and all them to listen to and give me their feedback, and if everything will go, then it's a drop. I always let my mother hear my projects before I drop it.
That's what's up.
She the most honest person. She gonna say, "Oh, no, I don't like it," or "I do like it," or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Well, she's probably the number one person that wants to see you succeed over anybody, right?
yeah, most def. So you always got to take that into consideration, you
Mhm.
know. So I respect it. At first, I used to hate it, like, "Man, what do you know?"
Right.
My mother actually went and learned the game,
Mhm.
and she know what she listening for and all that. It's to the point where it's annoying now. Like, Mom, go ahead somewhere. This ain't your. This ain't.
She's
what
like your own A&R right now, right?
I'm telling she know
Yeah.
what's up right now, but it's
Literally, yeah.
cool though, cause I think I'm proud of her too, cause I remember when she was a shell of herself and she didn't know nothing about what's going on outside of her home. You know what I'm saying? Now she know about everything. She called me, put me up on stuff that's going on. Did you hear the new Remy Ma nigga Minaj this? Did you hear this? That? I'm like, yeah, Ma, that's crazy. I was just telling her the other day, like, it's crazy. I'm sitting right here talking about hip hop with you, and you actually know what you talking about.
Yeah,
So,
right.
That's been a
That's dedication.
man.
That's tight. That's a good
That's
mom.
been a good process to see too. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's never too late. Like, she was absolutely not hip to anything, and now she know everything over the matter of some years. So it's cool. You know, like it helps us be able to connect on levels we couldn't connect on before. All through music. Like, music helped me grow up in a lot of ways though. So I got a supreme respect for it, man. That's why I treat it how I treat it. Like, I don't mean to have a message in all my songs, and I don't mean it, but I got so much respect for music and what it could do and how it could touch people that I can't help it. So it is what it is, man. I just found my way to spin it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm good. Are you? How you feel?
I mean, this is great.
I think this is cool. I mean, we could. Yeah. I don't have much else to ask,
Yeah.
but personally, I think we covered everything, don't you?
I do have one last question.
Oh, perfect. Let's go.
The coin around your neck.
Okay.
What does it mean? Like what?
That's funny that you asked that, man. So it's a saint. Let me see. You can see what it says?
Yeah. Oh wait, let me.
Yeah, read it.
Saint Christopher, protect us, right?
Okay.
So Saint Christopher, the reason why I got it is because I told you I went to a Catholic school.
Right.
That's the only reason I know about it. So this guy, he a saint, but he not all the way a saint. And what his story was supposedly is that he realized he had a lot of strength, and so he went to look for the strongest king to serve that he could find. And so he went in search. He found his king. He started doing whatever he could for their team, basically. You know what I'm saying? And then once he heard this guy talk about the devil, and he had fear in him. You know, he like, oh, you scared of the devil? Let me go search for the devil since you scared of him, and I'm gonna see if I can put in work with these guys. So he go find this guy that called himself the devil, and he started putting in work with these guys. But then he noticed that they were scared of the cross, like of God, you know, of Jesus. So
Right.
he's like, oh, y'all scared too? man, let me figure out what I need to do. So basically, he went through all these different trials and tribulations of being loyal to the wrong people and doing a lot of things for the wrong reasons. And then once he got back to himself, he went and he started serving for Jesus. You know, like what he did was start helping people cross a river. That was his way of helping out. You know what I'm saying? Because he just wanted to help, but on his quest to help, he went through so much stuff by not, you know what I'm saying, knowing what was what. And I feel like for me, that's my life. Like I went through so much stuff that helped me get on this path. Like I always had good in me, you know, but I went through different ways to get to it, you know, and just that fight of going back and forth to try to find that good, you know what I'm saying, the evil I had to go through. So I just related to it like that. And I say, oh no, if I'm gonna spend some money on anything, it's gonna be something I could believe in and I know about and like that I feel like it means something to me, you know. And I spent a piece of change on it too, just because of that. You know what I'm saying? Just so I could be like, nah, it means something, but oh nah. And I spent a little bag on it too, so just on top of it, but nah, I that's what it's for, man. I just want to be constantly reminded in whatever ways I can of my strength and resilience and staying the course and, you know what I'm saying, finding my way. So that's why, you know. I'm glad you asked me about that too, you know.
That's a good question, dude. Most
definitely. And, you know, it showed love to my Catholic school roots, you know. So I get to kill a couple birds with one stone.
And that's cool. I'm all about that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Actually, look them up yourself too, and just so y'all could
we will.
Just have some insight on
St. Christopher.
St. Christopher.
All
you know what I'm saying? Just
check
it out, you know.
For sure. All right. Cool.
Well,
thank you for doing
that was
this.
tight, man. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, we just want it to be organic, so we'll just walk out. That's Lightshow.
Hey, now I'm going to go to Wise's and get this strawberry lemonade again. Wise's is the best.
Yeah.
And
is that the spot like two nearby?
Yeah.
You gotta You gotta get a little B-roll in here.
For sure.
Yeah, you got man, y'all gotta go to Wise's, man. Get y'all.
It's 2 doors down.
Yeah, man. Y'all never had it?
Nah.
Oh, it's a sandwich in there.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It's called the Georgetowner. It's a chicken sandwich on a croissant, and it's like, it's so good, man. And then they got these cookies that's like snickerdoodles mixed with Oreo cookies, and it's just like,
shit, yeah, we gotta go.
Y'all gotta go. And then it's right next door to Major, so that make it even better.
Yeah,
Thank you for letting us take up your time.
Yeah, I really appreciate it
very much.
You know.
Yeah, that was great. That was like exactly what I hoped for. So.
Well, we gotta still.
Yeah, we'll take the boxes and all that. Yo, again, really nice to meet you, man. Hey, I'm serious. Let's go to that show on the 17th.
Yeah, man, for real. And then make sure y'all got my number.
Nah,
Take my number just in case, whatever. We stay in
That's
contact.
what I was gonna say.
Make sure we stay in contact, man.
Yeah, man. I'll let you know when it comes out. I'm gonna do a little editing magic, all that kind of stuff, and I'll let you know when it drops and get it your way. But yeah, that was dope, man. I can't wait.
Hey, man, I got my number, man.
Yeah, we got you.
We got you. Later, bro.
Hey, you straight?
Was that?
You
Oh,
good?
shit.
We got him.
Yeah, we'll put his boxes. We're gonna put the boxes there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it was actually interesting hearing your whole story too, because you know, like,
Yeah, I know.
you never really find out,
That's why I want to do stuff like this, right?
you know,
'Cause, like,
who
people wanna
who like you could have known somebody for years, like.
And then it's certain details. It's like
you've been coming in here for years.
yeah,
man.
no question. But and look, even in coming in this store, right? So bad, like man, this store is such a staple that all I want to do is be able to have like some clout in this store, like be able to like, I came in here, bought stuff so many times before I never asked for nothing. Like no, I always my name Lightshow. I do music and thing. It just started building organically, you know what I'm saying?
Because a lot of people don't do that though. Like, there's artists. There are artists in DC that's got talent, but they never like come forward to introduce themselves, and it's like
because I feel like
Well, but you know what it is though. It's like they lack business acumen because there's no adult to like fucking guide them.
No, that's very true. Like it's nobody that you could really follow the model of unless you do your own homework to say, let me figure out what this person did.
And a lot of these dudes that are out here in the street that are like supposedly guiding these youngins, right? They're just all in it for wrong reason. It's just like basketball. Like, these motherfuckers are like trying to